health insurance sucks. Let's just face it. Now, listen, okay? If you're faint of heart, okay, well, you might want to change right now, okay? Suck it up, Buttercup. We are going to be brutally honest about healthcare here in this country. It's healthcare, health insurance, the entire system in of itself. I get constantly. I'm getting stories from people and what they're having to deal with and going through approvals. I had 2 doctors approve it. I still can't get the insurance company to approve it. Yeah. Listen, I get it. But this was one big fat huge see I told you so moment going all the way back to Barack Obama and the Affordable Care Act and all of the utter bull excrement they threw at us. Oh, don't blame your doctor. I'm sorry. Don't. Okay. Well, you think you see those medical bills that you got to pay, you think your doctor's getting that? Yeah, right. Sure. Story after story after story. I can go to, I can explain to you how they structure the system, how nonprofit hospitals and healthcare, they actually collect, they collect more revenue every year in parking fees, cafeterias, and gift shops than they spend on charity care. Here's a true story. Here's a Watchdog on Wall Street story. This was, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I got into a pretty bad accident. And my face was ripped up pretty good. Like half my nose, had to have surgery, all sorts of stuff. I get to the hospital around 8:00 at night. I didn't see anybody until like 5:00 in the morning. And it was a nonprofit hospital. And again, this was, maybe it's 4 years ago. With the waning parts of COVID was still going on. And again, nobody could come into the emergency room with me, whatever it may be. Not that I needed anybody there, but it was not a very good experience. I'm sitting in this nonprofit hospital that didn't have water fountains in it. And they're bringing people in. And these are people that they were poor. They didn't have money. They didn't have food. So I spent basically the entire evening basically buying people stuff. There's nonprofit hospital. Anyway, do you know that these nonprofit hospitals as well, they call themselves nonprofits? Do you know that they spend more money on their hedge fund guys? Yeah, their money manager fees. They spend more money paying their Wall Street guys, managing their endowments in the reserve than they spend on charity care for patients. True story. Yeah. I can go on and on, talk about, story in the Wall Street Journal, 12 million enrollees of Obamacare don't even bother to use their insurance, yet the health insurance companies get the benefit. Here's kind of a side story. This has to do with business here in the United States. Hollywood in particular. Now, Hollywood's always looking to save a buck or two when they're making movies because, they got to pay their top actors a ton of money. Never mind you, most of these top actors are socialists, even though, hey, they don't mind getting paid $20 million a movie. Well, they were making a lot of movies in the state of Georgia. No more. They're not making as many movies in the state of Georgia. Why? It's cheaper to make them in the UK. Why is it cheaper to make them in the UK? Well, again, they don't have to pay the health insurance costs in the UK like they do in the United States. Not kidding you. Can't make this stuff up. And obviously because of this, because most of the money in healthcare doesn't go to the actual providers, the doctors, it goes to middlemen, goes to administrators, it goes to the insurance companies, all of this other crap. That's where your money goes. And that's why you get crap insurance and you get crap care. Oh yeah, the care sucks. And I'm sorry. Okay. There might be a few exceptions out there, but again, I've been through it. At the point I don't trust doctors. I go to the alternative guys now. I get my blood checked every 3 months, making sure that all my levels are right. My PSA is right. What am I short on when it comes to vitamins, how my hormones, all that stuff. That's what I do. It's a hell of a lot damn cheaper. Oh, I'm going to get a primary doctor. Why? Why? The last primary doctor I had, when I had blood clots everywhere because of the COVID vaccination. Oh, no, just take the albuterol. Just keep taking it. No, doc, something's wrong. Something's wrong. No. He was bothered. Okay. Then I'd go in to see him again. Again, I never go to doctors. Not like I'm a hypochondriac. Yeah, I get pushed off to some physician assistant that, again, some know-it-all that didn't have a clue what they were talking about. Meanwhile, I almost ended up being dead in the hospital. Hey, yeah, I love healthcare in the United States. Oh, it's the greatest healthcare system in the world. Bullshit. It sucks. It sucks. And again, it's not the doctor's fault, okay? This all goes back to Washington, D.C. This goes back to Obamacare. I actually went back today and I took a look at what my health insurance costs were prior to Obamacare. Prior to Obamacare, my health insurance costs over the course of the year, high deductible health insurance. And what was my deductible for the year? $5,600. I had a $5,600 deductible for my family of 5. $5,600 deductible for my family of 5. My health insurance costs, I would put $5,600 into a health savings account that covered that deductible. Now, I forgot. My health insurance cost was about $5,000 for the year. This is prior to Obamacare. $5,000 for the year. Now I'm spending over $30,000. Still got to put that money into the HSA. My deductible, it's about $15,000. Oh, why can't I have just simple high deductible catastrophic insurance in case something bad happens and I'll pay everything else out of pocket? Well, you're not allowed to. Not allowed. That insurance doesn't exist anymore, thanks to Barack Hussein Obama, baby. Yeah. It's funny. I gotta hand it to Marjorie Taylor Greene. As of late, she has been really hitting it ball right out of the damn park. Oh yeah, she's been killing it lately. She's been going off on property taxes. Good for her. She's going after our relationship with Israel. Good for her. And now she's taking on health insurance. And she called it here. Health insurance is a giant scam that has become completely unaffordable, and it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know anyone, and I mean anyone, that supports the current healthcare system in the United States. Is she wrong? She's not. But again, we don't have health insurance in the United States. That's what they call it. Okay. And again, to basically, I'm gonna kind of channel Inigo Montoya from A Princess Bride. Insurance. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. We don't have insurance. Okay. That's not what this is. You are prepaying for medical expenses. You think you're getting some sort of deal because you have insurance. You're not getting any sort of deal. All this stuff is pre-negotiated crap. How many people out there, and I advise this to everyone, you've got your health insurance and you got your deductible. You haven't met your deductible. You get some bill and you're like, what the blip? How is this possible? You call up. You call up the company and said, this is BS. I'm not paying this. Figure it out. What do you think? Most people are not going to do that. Do you understand? Most people are not going to stand up for themselves. So they're going to screw you is what they're going to do. They're going to give you some super high price there, assuming that you're going to be dumb enough to pay it. Don't. Get them on the phone and say, this ain't right. I am not going to pay this crap. Period. The end. And they'll come back. They'll call, oh yeah, we made a mistake. Insurance, you're pricing in risk. You're pricing in risk. There's a reason behind insurance. We don't do that. All we need to have here in the United States, and Obama made it illegal, catastrophic insurance. Catastrophic insurance. All Obamacare was a big scam. Okay. You think he was looking out for you? They're still touting this bullshit known as Obamacare. All it benefited was the damn insurance companies, administrators, middlemen, Wall Street, you name it, sticking it to you. But people in this country are so damn stupid. They're so dumb that they think they're getting some sort of great deal. You're not. You're getting screwed. Or they were supporters of Obama and they don't want to see our first black president fail. Yeah, talk about fail. Have you seen Barack Obama's presidential library? That is, I don't know, $500 million, basically over budget right now in Chicago. His little ego palace there. Again. Anyway, well, I won't even get into that at this point in time. What I'm telling you is, okay, here is another problem we have here in the United States that could be dealt with very, very easily. The unit party doesn't want to deal with it. They don't. You ever notice this, people? Go to any state capital. Pick a state capital. Pick a state capital. Go there. I guarantee you one of the biggest buildings, office buildings in any state capital is the state insurance building. Yeah. State insurance building. Oh, there's another freaking racket right there. Okay. One big, fat, huge bureaucracy there to stick it to you. I remember talking about this. But prior to Obamacare, he's trying to put this thing through. All you need to have is catastrophic insurance. You need to allow health insurance to be sold across state lines because, again, they didn't allow that. Couldn't. Nope. Every state's got to have their own insurance and all this and all that. Meanwhile, I'm paying for insurance just in case I get pregnant at this point in time. Yeah, there's your Obamacare. Again, I'm still, I got to try to figure out, I got to go back and take a look at the stuff that he did during his presidency. I'm trying to figure out just one positive thing that came out of his presidency. But if anything, this was by far the worst. By far. Watchdog on wallstreet.com.